Hello, Steve White C9. Well, Doctor Who, the Legend of the Sea Devils. Um, yeah, I was not impressed. I did a review which was not good because I couldn't decide was this show trying to take Doctor Who back to being a children's show again, or it just didn't seem any fun. The makeup of the characters looked ridiculous. They look like old school, really, really cheap um, like 50s alien effects where you have a big head just sitting on someone's shoulders. Um, it just nothing about it worked. I found out recently that the female pirate in the episode was a real legendary character. She apparently, after her husband died, she ran over 400 ships and had thousands of people working under her. She was one of the most successful pirates and a lady pirate in history, and they totally reduced her to nothing in the episode. So there's your representation, female representation. They totally reduced this real life character into just nothing for their show. And what did they get for ratings? 2.2 million. That is a huge drop from the last episode, which was 3. Basically, it dropped 1 million people between Eve of the Daleks and the Easter special. So I don't know what the final episode's going to get. And now I know everyone's screaming. Well, everyone. The few people watching are saying, "What about the full ratings?" Blah blah blah. Because now you have two ratings. You have the initial people, the people who actually watched the show on the night, and then the people who streamed it over the course of a week. I think only a week should count. People like to count multiple weeks or a whole month or 6 months or whatever, and they just keep adding ratings. It's really not fair because it's really just the people who really watch it on the night or in the week before the next show. Really, if it's a weekly show, that really should be counted, and that should be the rating, and then it should end off there. And if additional people watch it later, it shouldn't be counted. But either way, it's rated at 1 million less than a bunch of other episodes, and I think it might be the lowest rated episode of Doctor Who ever. I think they've gotten down to that level because before that, Capaldi, I think was the name of the Doctor. I never watched that Doctor because I just saw him. I thought, why do they want this sort of old, sort of? He just didn't look interesting or attractive. He just looked old and tired. I'm like, I don't want to watch some old guy running around. So I didn't even think of watching him. I watched a couple of episodes of all the other Who's, just randomly, just like, oh, Doctor Who's on, I'll watch this for a minute. So I saw the other guys, but I never looked at him because I'm just like, why do? So yeah, okay, ageism, whatever. But yeah, that was he got the lowest rated episodes, and even though Doctor Who started off much higher than him, the new Jodie Whittaker era, it dropped and dropped and dropped and dropped and dropped and dropped and dropped, and now it's dropped below him. So even if they get obviously a few more viewers from the weekly whatever, it's still going to be less than Eve of the Daleks, and it's going down. So they got the last episode, they're ending the era, they're getting rid of Chibnall, they're bringing back Russell T Davies, who did a good job initially. The speculation as to whether he'll continue on the Timeless Child era, or if he's going to change it again, or undermine that, or remove that, or show that to be a joke, or is Doctor Who going to wake up in the shower and it was all a dream? Who knows what's going to happen. But yeah, it's just sad. I mean, it's sad that it didn't rate well. It's sad that it wasn't good. It's sad that what could have been a fun sort of alien pirate sort of, episode just wasn't. It was just the most basic story. It just wasn't that interesting. I'm just like, was that it? Really? That's it? Oh, okay. And how it's ending in 5 minutes? Okay, now they're just going to talk about the romance for a minute. And that's the other issue. A lot of people got stuck into the slight exploration of the relationship between the two main characters. A lot of homophobia, a lot of people saying, oh, you can't, this is not for children. I'm like, I'm sorry, there's a lot of shows that have straight people talking about their relationships and no one cares, but if you have gay people talking about their relationships, apparently that's adult. No, if they start humping each other, that's adult. And straight people do that all the time on TV anyway. So it's just a bunch of homophobia and ridiculousness. But either way, it was still kind of boring to watch because she's like, I can't have a relationship because I live forever and everyone, time gets everyone and I just can't connect or commit to anyone because I know they're just going to die or whatever and I can't do it. If I could, it would be you, but yeah, no. So we didn't really, the people who wanted a ship didn't get it. The people who wanted something to hate, the homophobes, they got something to be upset at. So nobody won. And I just had to comment on it. And what really drove me over the edge, because I was going to do a video when the ratings first came out, and I'm like, you don't need to talk about that. When I found out that the lady pirate in the episode was a real person and they diminished her story and made her just this side sort of thing in the episode, I'm just like, wow, they can't even represent historical female characters. This show has failed on every level, and hopefully the next incarnation will be better. And I don't care if they have another female doctor, so long as it's written by someone else and acted by someone else and done better. It's not about male or female. A lot of people saying the doctor has to be a man. Rubbish. But she needs to be interesting. You need to want to follow her on an adventure. I didn't want to follow Jodie. I was just like, she's just annoying. I don't want to be with this person. Like Capaldi, I don't want to be with him either. So yeah. And he was a man. A white man too. I'm going to go. Thanks. Bye.